My name is Ben Eastman, and I work as a counselor for counseling in schools. What inspires me the most of my job at counseling in schools is just the kids that I work with. It's the kind of job that you never wonder why you're doing it. You never wonder why you're going in the morning. You know, as soon as you walk in and see the people that you know and the relationships that you have. What is something that no one knows about your job? I wouldn't say no one knows this, but I work in a high school with counseling in schools, and I would say that the level of anxiety with teenagers is something that's probably wildly underestimated, at least, if not unknown. My favorite activity to do with the students would be a tie between the individual counseling sessions, which is really my favorite, and then I do get a chance to get involved in some of the after-school programs of things that I'm interested in as well, and so I really enjoy that too, to be able to make connections with the kids outside of the room and outside of the counseling relationship. A time that my work at counseling in schools made a significant difference in a student's life was highlighted at the end of this last year. The school that I work in had a very tragic incident of a loss of a student, and I happened to be close in working with some of the students that were most directly affected by this, aside from the victim themselves, and just being able to provide a space for them at a time of such extreme need was very powerful. The thing I find most rewarding about working with counseling in schools is to have moments when you see students that you've worked with in the past or haven't seen for quite a while, and you can see them kind of light up and be excited to see that you're there and excited to interact with you. It just makes you, it's the little moments like that make you realize the importance of what you're doing with them. How does counseling in school provide a supportive environment I really think that's the entire reason that we exist, certainly in the school that I'm working in. It provides just a space for students to kind of take off all the different masks that they need to wear during the day, and have a moment to delve into some of the things that are really bothering them as individuals, or things that are really enriching them and making them feel wonderful as individuals, but to not have to be a student at that moment or a friend at that moment, or they get to really kind of take their guard down and be themselves. Some unique challenges that students face today, I would say, is that I've really noticed that just the ubiquity of their phones in their lives is probably the biggest challenge. And the work at counseling in schools, whether it's in individual sessions or in group work, which with smaller groups of students, to really delve into the stress of having the entire news of the world at their fingertips, but also the entire news of every bit of their friend group and other groups right around them at all times, and never being able to turn off, I think is very challenging, and is a huge focus of my work, both individually and in groups. Is there anything different I anticipate with this coming year? This will be my second year at Queens Tech, so I've already noticed the difference in the very first day. A good portion of my time last year was getting to know the lay of the land and seeing how, as an outsider to the school staff, I would be integrated, and I feel like I've made those connections in the last year, and so kind of can hit the ground running this year. And so if anything, I feel like this year is just going to be more productive, because I don't need to find as much time to get to know all the players involved. My secret to staying fresh for the job is I'm a surfer, so that's kind of where I go for my physical and mental and spiritual refreshing. It's the nice thing is you get a lot of bang for your buck, so it doesn't take too long to walk out and feel like a whole new person. My favorite month of the school year is October, because number one, I just enjoy the weather, but it also still has the excitement and freshness of a new school year. There's Halloween in a high school is always a really fun time, and everything. It's a combination of, it's not the very beginning, but it still has like a lot of the promise of a new year and feeling of a new beginning and a chance to start over. And particularly with a lot of students that I work with, they often benefit from that chance to restart and sort of birth themselves anew. My name is Ben, and I work at Counseling in Schools.
Fantastic, thank you.